That's perfect.
Good evening and welcome to Snohomish High School, home of the Snohomish Panthers, as we bring you the final regular season game for the Snohomish Panthers and the Shorewood Thunderbirds in boys basketball here on STSPN.com. I am Mark Aucutt along with Todd Elbig right here with the band. Really doing a great job as always at Snohomish High School. These two teams getting set to face each other. Now, we're talking about teams that don't have any postseason aspirations because they're not advancing to the postseason. But still, we like to cover the areas, the teams in the area, and make sure that we get you as many of the teams from Wesco as we can on here. And we're doing that tonight to give these teams some good exposure and get to know them a little bit better. And I think we could actually have a pretty decent game. We've got the Shorewood Thunderbirds now. Don't be fooled by their record. They're 0-11 in Wesco play, 1-18 overall. Snohomish is 2-9 in Wesco play, 5-14 overall. And Todd, as we get ready to go with this one, you just never know. And this could be a tight game and entertaining for the fans to watch, even though these teams are not advancing to the postseason.
Well, I don't think postseason has anything to do with athletes. I think athletes are athletes. I think people want to see them play. I think their parents want to see them play, grandparents. They all have just as many people sitting at home as the ones that are top ranked.
Absolutely.
So we don't mind doing them at all.
Yeah, and we're getting set for the starting lineups.
They're playing just hard, practicing just hard.
Tonight's starting lineups brought to you by Fred's Rivertown Ale House, Restaurant, and Bar. I want to mention, too, our presenting sponsor for winter sports, Lake Stevens Ace Hardware. Greg and Christine Eaglestad over there, as they are our presenting sponsor. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. First of all, for the Shorewood Thunderbirds, their head coach is George Edwards. He is in his second season at the helm of the Thunderbirds. At one guard position, a 5'9 junior, Musa Aisha Almute. Also starting at guard, a sophomore 6-footer, Sean Santos. In the guard forward position, just a sophomore at 6'5", Jackson Gagliardi. Starting as a forward center, a senior, 6'4", Richie Ordonez. And starting in the swing forward center post position, a junior at 6'4", Ali Abdel Fattah. So you've got Aish Almuti, Santos, Gagliardi, Ordonez, and also Abdel Fattah. They are going to keep me on my game tonight with those pronunciations, but that's okay. That's why
amazing.
I get
sure
paid
glad
the
I don't
big
have
bucks.
to do what you have to do there.
I'll tell you what. I mean, I was preparing earlier, and I really need to,
You do come well prepared.
I try to, and you wouldn't have it any other way. So taking a look now at the Snohomish Panthers starting lineup, their head coach is Jim Wilson. He's also in his second year. Starting at guard, a 5'9 senior, Chase Taylor. Also starting at guard, a 6-foot senior, Luis Valcarcel. And starting at forward, a 6'3 senior, Calvin McDaniel. Starting at forward, a 6'3 senior, Cameron Bondarin. And then at guard, a 6-foot senior, Carter Sparks. So you've got Taylor, Valcarcel, McDaniel, Bondarin, and Sparks starting for the Snohomish Panthers. And we welcome you if you're just tuning in now and
there comes
enjoy the night.
Look at that thing.
There is the flag. I love this. It drops right out of the ceiling, right in by where it says Panther Pride, drops right out of there. And they do it great here at Snohomish. The bandstand's awesome. By the way, it's senior night, so that delayed the start of our broadcast tonight. So we'll get set and...
When you shop at Ace Hardware in Lake Stevens, you not only find what you need, we make sure you get the help you need too. Hi, this is Gray Eaglestead, and I own Lake Stevens Ace Hardware with my wife Christine.
We'll greet you at the door and answer any questions you have about what you need. We're all about serving our customers and our community.
We support local high school sports and many other Lake Stevens organizations and events throughout the year.
So the next time you need something for that job around the house and a little friendly advice, come see us.
Ace Hardware in Lake Stevens. We are the helpful hardware folks.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware folks.
Did you know that Speedway Chevrolet is part of the Lee Johnson Auto family? That means 84 years of serving you the LJ way. Need a truck? We have the perfect truck to fit your needs. Half tons, 1 ton, 2-wheel drives, and 4-wheel drives. Our finance specialists are here to help you, whether you have good credit or bad credit. We're just off Highway 522 at West Main Street in Monroe.
Lee Johnson Auto Family, the LJ way.
That flag is so impressive coming out right
Isn't
before the
that
start of
great?
the anthem and then back up after they do the anthem and the Pledge of Allegiance. I just love that. And, they need to get one of those over across the way at Glacier Peak, too. And there's a phone number on the back
Well, they
that
don't.
we can ship over to them for
I don't
that.
think they have the same kind of budget as they do
Oh.
here at Snohomish. As
a little higher here at Snohomish.
I haven't seen a flag like that at any school in Westville.
No,
but
there's only one place I have seen it where it comes out of the ceiling like that, and it's a beautiful flag. It's a beautiful size. It's a great size. There's only one school I've seen that at, and that's Kent Meridian High School down in the South End when I've been there for actually covering games for Wesco teams for either you or Fox Sports 1380 95 3 FM. And I was telling Tom Lafferty how much I like that, too. He is a Snohomish High School Hall of Famer.
Yes.
And, of course, part of our broadcast dynasty up here with Fox Sports 1380 and FM 95.3. So here we go. Shorewood is in the blue uniforms. White numbers, white letters, and looks like kind of a silver grayish trim. For Snohomish, they are in the white uniforms as the home team here on senior night. They have the red letters and then a silhouette Snohomish across the front of their chests. And they will be going from our left to right. Sherwood will be going from our right to left. And we are ready to go as the tip-off is going to be brought to you by McDaniel's Do-It Center, Home and Garden right here in Snohomish, and a sponsor of STSPN.com since 2010. And we have
controversy
the referees
already. How can we do that?
How can this happen? But while we do, because I was just about to get this to you, Steve Allison, J.T. Davies, and Ryan Taylor are our referees for tonight's game. I'm looking around because sometimes when there's a delay, and I've definitely learned this through the years, I look at the shot clock to make sure it's working. Scoreboard appears to be working. These guys look like they're having a summit to the likes of the Economic Summit over in Davos a couple weeks ago in Switzerland.
Do we have our live button on? Because maybe they think we're at commercial.
Oh, that could be. They're waiting for us? No, we're ready to go, guys.
I waved to them and told them that
it's one of those things
we're out of commercial.
I think they're going to wave the coaches over here. We are at a commercial now?
No,
we're
waved
waiting
to them and told them we were not.
Okay, because they're talking things over. I'm trying to see from about 12 rows up here down to the scorers table what they're going over. I don't know. Sometimes when this happens, it can be like there's not a player.
There's a jersey mix-up.
Yeah, that there's not a player on the roster in the book that is out on the court or something like that. There's some kind of a confusion. So they're leaving everybody out there from what I can see. Now, you do have the 5 seniors starting for Snohomish, which is protocol for the most part. You generally see that all the time on senior night. And I think whatever the problem is appears to be taken care of.
And one fan took the opportunity to use the lull to be able to run full court there to get to the concessions.
Concession stand or other out on that side. Okay, so Shorewood's going to win it. Shorewood, a team that has 4 seniors, 4 juniors, and 3 sophomores for a total of 11 players. Caden Keithley has been called up by Snohomish to add to their rosters to take them to 11. He is a freshman. We might see him a little bit later. He played some in the JV game, which, by the way, was won by Shorewood 53-50. Ball thrown out of bounds, and Todd, it will be Snohomish basketball.
Snohomish basketball. We've been watching these guys all year.
Yeah, it's fun to be here again. Great facility here at Snohomish, and they have the auxiliary gym right behind us. They have the weight room up actually behind us, too, at the upper level.
That has windows into here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they redid this about 6.5 years ago and nailed it.
Boy, they did, too. They had some people really think it out.
Mm-hmm. The shot on the left side, no good. And the rebound is grabbed by Abdel Fattah. Here they come out of backcourt. Snohomish putting some good defense down low, but an excellent move by Richie Ordonia. His first 2 points of the game, and it is 2-0. Shorewood on the board to get things rolling here in the first quarter. Once again, the game on STSPN.com. I'm Mark Aucutt with Todd Elvig. Now that one you could see was drifting off to the left side on the miss there as Abdon comes up with the rebound. Ordonia with the rebound. The Shorewood getting another shot at it right here, and Snohomish going with a 2-3, just trying to stay close right there. Inside, that's going to go out of bounds. Back to the Panthers are yet to score. Now you take a look at these Snohomish players. They've got a couple in the starting lineup at 6'3" in McDaniel and Bonnerden, and then also Sparks is at 6 feet. Alcocel is at 6 feet, and Chase Taylor at 5'9". A little bit of a height advantage for Shorewood. And Snohomish will work some underclassmen, and one of their star players, Colton Smith, is not out there right now with it being senior night, but it won't be long before we see him out there. He had a big game last week when we were here, Todd, against the Shorecrest, putting up 22 points.
Wow.
Boy, Snohomish finally gets a shot to drop. Tied at 2. Almost 2.5 minutes into the first half of play and first quarter here at Snohomish. Great drive and soft shot by Santos. Santos averages 9 points per game and gets Shorewood back on top. Yeah, it's been a tough road for the Shorewood Thunderbirds this year, but they've got some youth on this team. Abdel Fattah is just a junior. You've also got Gagliardi, who is a sophomore. There's a lot of juniors and sophomores that are out there right now. Traveling called against Snohomish.
What's the tall guy?
The tall guy is a junior.
Wow.
35, yeah, he's a junior. And then Ordonia is a senior. The rest of them, like Gagliardi, a sophomore, Santos, a sophomore, and Ayesh Al-Mute is a junior. So they're building for the future. Rough year with just the one victory at 1-18, 0-11 in Wesco play. And a 4-2 lead. Obviously not much offense here in the early going. Shorewood doing a good job. It's always nice to see a team moving the ball around. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Three-pointer, good. Now they worked that really well. Up to a 7-2 lead for Shorewood, their biggest lead of the game, as Snohomish will come the other direction. Colton Smith out on the floor now for the Panthers.
You know why this game matters? Because it's probably the last time several of these kids are going to be on the court.
Oh, yeah. That's the biggest thing. They're not going to the postseason, so you're going to have that Smith off the mark from the right side. But I'll tell you what, that guy can light it up. In the game we did last week here, he had 5 3-pointers, including 3 in the third quarter. So look out for him. Plus, he'll grab some boards for you, too. Colton Smith averages about 9 rebounds per game. He is a junior, by the way. Under 4 minutes to go, first quarter. Again, Shorewood really doing a good job working that ball around, but they can't capitalize there. That was the shot you got to make if you're his size at 6'4", and right that close to the basket. We got the 2 6'4" players out there. That's Snohomish tries it from their end. Good move. Colton Smith knocking it off of Ordonia, and it'll stay with the Panthers. Into the game for Shorewood, Spencer Osborne. He is a sophomore. Osborne at 5'10". Also in for the Panthers will be Jacob Brandbold. So they're going to give a couple of seniors a chance to get a breath and get some of the a couple guys out there who have been more regular. There's a shot that comes off the rim. Look at Colton Smith. That guy fighting for it. He's going to be a big factor.
Boy, I was watching that foot, and he never moved it. That's good concentration.
Yeah, he's a solid ball player. Shorewood up by 3 points now. Snohomish finally able to get a couple of points there on their end. That goes out of bounds. Again, Shorewood with the right idea, but Todd, they just couldn't hang on to it. There's been a couple of times down court. That time, obviously, he dribbled it out of bounds off himself, and then they threw it out of bounds. So there's a couple of turnovers that I'm sure they'd like to have back here. Snohomish with an opportunity to get as close as one or tie it up. And launching and missing that time is Barkersell. And Colton Smith ends up with it, goes to the basket. He's going to have 2 shots after getting fouled. And the foul goes against Ordonia. His first team foul here for either team in the first quarter with 2:45 left. And it'll be out of bounds. Oh, I thought they were going to give him shots on that. He held the 2 fingers up, and then they changed on that. So, that rims out. Panthers come up empty on that possession. I'll tell you, for as rough as it's been for Shorewood this year, I think they've been playing with some good poise out there, Todd. Actually, and obviously nothing to lose in this game. These two teams just playing for pride. Shorewood looking to get that first and only conference win since this is their last game of the season. And that's what their head coach told me, George Edwards says, we're just looking for that first win still. Yeah, he goes, right on the end zone line there for out of bounds. Shorewood will make a substitution. Skylar Hammer comes in. He is a junior and will replace Abdel Fattah. Panthers putting a press on in backcourt, coming up on the 2-minute-to-go mark in the first quarter. Take a look at what these teams have done offensively and defensively, too. There's been a big difference, and they've been in arrears to the opposition. Oh, that was an excellent find inside from Hammer to Gagliardi, but Gagliardi couldn't close it out. Panthers going the other direction. Again, a chance to tie here with a 3-ball. Got plenty of time. Barkersell brings it out. He averages 10 points a game for Snohomish. Whistle looks like away from the shot. Do not count that shot for Colton Smith. It is going to go against the Panthers, and it will be on Calvin McDaniel, his first team foul. So those are even at 1 apiece. Now, on the other side of the coin, the Snohomish Panthers girls team has had an outstanding season. They're ranked in the top 10, and I expect them to go deep and quite possibly and probably to Tacoma to play in the state tournament.
Well, I was just looking at at their schedule and the scoring, and for the most part, most of their games they weren't blown out. Shorewood.
Mm-hmm.
They were right there within 10 points, and the
foul
majority
on
of their
Snohomish
games.
is Luis Barkersell. His second team foul. 2 shots for Richie Ordonia. Ordonia with 2 points in the game. That one definitely falling short. It really where it tested the rim's integrity as to how well it was bolted to the backboard. Next one is good. Give him 3. He is tied with Aish Almute for the team lead in points for this one. A 4-point lead for Shorewood. Their biggest lead has been 5 points at 7-2. And we're at about 45 seconds to go in the first quarter. Oh, nice move inside. Good dish from Barkersell, and Bonnerden with the basket to close it out. He's got 4 points now. The other 2 points belong to Colton Smith. Bonnerden averages 17 points per game. Looking at the clocks, 20 seconds on the shot, and about a 4-second differential more on the quarter clock. They'll work it down as close as they can to 0. Well, they're going to fire away right now. That looked good from this angle.
Boy, it was close.
Yeah, it really was. And a rebound by Snohomish. Here they come. McDaniel with a good board in front court, and that's off the mark. There's McDaniel again. Count the basket. Boy, he went way, way up high on the glass, and he gets fouled. So Calvin McDaniel on the board with his first 2 points of the game. Second team foul against Shorewood, and that is against Ordonia. He has both team fouls. So at the line will be McDaniel. He has a chance to make it a 3-point play. Coming out of the game is Ordonia. Coming into the game after a spell on the bench is Ali Abdel Fattah. McDaniel with a chance to give Snohomish the lead, and he does. So the Panthers on top for the first time, 9-8, 2.6 seconds to go, first quarter. Look at this one. Oh, that wasn't too far off the mark or the ceiling. He missed the ceiling by about 3 inches, and he missed the basket by maybe about 4 inches to the left side. That'll be the end of the first quarter here at Snohomish. Our score, Snohomish Panthers 9 and the Shorewood Thunderbirds 8. Welcome you back here to Snohomish High School. Thanks for being with us. We have a great ad there from McDaniel's Do-It Center, and the parents of Calvin McDaniel were out there, Todd, at the senior night presentation before we get started, or as we were getting going. I think you showed it and had the audio going, and you know them quite well as a longtime sponsor here on STSPN.com.
Well, the nice thing is that they've had, I don't know, about a dozen kids, and so you know, it kind of keeps them sponsoring with us covering the.
Got to sell lots of
Brad.
equipment there at McDaniel's Do-It Center. There's a missed shot. That's going to go into the hands on the save attempt to Snohomish. Putting a shot up there is Bonnerden. And we have a foul underneath. I think this is going against Shorewood. There was a push in there. Foul will be on Ali Abdel Fattah. His first foul. Third team foul. Out of bounds, Panthers right baseline. Action on STSPN.com with Mark Aucutt and Todd Elvig. Long one by Smith. Bingo!
Wow, that's good.
There's his first of what could be many three-pointers in the game. I am not kidding. This guy has great range and a good eye. 4-point lead for the Panthers, their biggest lead of the game, as they just took the lead recently after trailing through most of the first quarter. That's a beautiful shot.
Wow, that was nothing.
We got a great view of that one. Sean Santos gets his first three-pointer of the game. He has 5 points. They have another one from Ayas Almuti in the first quarter. Panthers working it around. Smith just needs a sliver of daylight for the shot, but he says, no, I'm going to head fake. I'm going to take it right baseline. I'm going to go by you and connect on it. So Colton Smith now with 7 points. The junior was on the bench to start the game because they started all 5 seniors on senior night. And now he is coming on and doing a very good job out there. Watch him defensively, too. Excellent reverse.
Wow, that was good.
Skylar Hammer laying it down off the left side with the reversal. And a 1-point lead for Snohomish. Like I said, Todd, this could be a really nice competitive matchup, and that's what we're seeing so far. There is Colton Smith again off the dish from Barkasel. Colton Smith with 8 points in the quarter, 10 in the game. He leads all scorers. Snohomish has their lead back up to 4 points, matching their biggest lead of the game at 17-13. Yeah, you don't see these teams easing up at all. They, unlike what we might see at the NBA level, actually play solid level of defense, which is so refreshing.
Yeah, it's just you're watching the NBA. It's just like score, 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 score. There's nobody.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Foul is going to go against Skylar Hammer, his first, 4th team foul. And I'll put it on just because it is a bit of a throwback from the days when they did play defense and they did play team-oriented basketball, which we might see from time to time in the NBA before the postseason. Three-pointer, how about that? Bonnerden, he's got 7. That's his first three-pointer. He had 4 in the first quarter. Snohomish has opened up a 20-13 lead. And we're seeing what Snohomish is all about here, and they've got some talent on the horizon too. You got Colton Smith coming back next year. Yeah, once the NBA gets to the postseason, they start to show more and they get deeper in. I pick up more interest in it, but my love, and for some time, has been at this level and the college level. Nice drive. Spencer Osborne connecting on that, taking it in amongst the tall timber, and it's a 5-point Panther lead, less than 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. We got some great games taking place in Wesco. Three-pointer, how about that?
Boy, they're going to have to get somebody on him.
Yeah, Bonnerden with his second in the quarter. Snohomish has it up to an 8-point lead, now their biggest lead in the game. That was a superb drive. He had some excellent hang time right there. Skylar Hammer gets fouled. He's got 2 shots coming up for sure. That is confirmed. Colton Smith called for the foul, his first 3rd team foul. Shorewood has 4 team fouls. Rattles and out of there. Hammer at the line for the first time. Shorewood is now 1 for 3 from the stripe, make it 2 for 4. Todd, good news since we last were together last week for that game between Shorecrest and Snohomish right here. You have officially guaranteed and confirmed the rights as Colton Smith has one swirl out. And the rebound by Shorewood, you have officially confirmed that you will be, for the 3rd year in a row, the official broadcast source for the NWAC tournament at Everett Community College, which takes place next month, starting on March 8th.
Absolutely, and I think that it was more of a technicality because, I mean, the level of broadcast that we do is,
There's a pick. I obviously very much agree with that. And if people, and with what we're doing on the high school games, just keep it tuned here. You'll see what he's talking about. But make sure to tune into that NWAC tournament, which runs to get things started on the 8th of March through the 11th. There's a three-pointer. Colton Smith buries it again. I just love that guy's stroke. He has a beautiful shot.
He just lines it up and lets it drop.
Really does. And like I said earlier, he doesn't need much daylight. 10-point lead for the Panthers. And Shorewood not looking too good right now to get that first conference win. And Snohomish doesn't want it to come against them either. That's the other side of the coin. Batted around. That goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Panthers. And the Thunderbirds will have it. Into the game for Shorewood, Musa Iashalmuti. He will inbound, in fact. Coming up on 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. At halftime, we will have some highlights after a break and then also try to take a look at some numbers as far as points scored in this game.
Maybe talk some playoff brackets.
Yeah, there's that too. So we got plenty to talk about at halftime and for the rest of this game as play goes on here. No-look pass. Sharp it goes from Santos to Hammer. Hammer puts it in. And I see one of our top-level cameramen has just arrived. Camera person.
One of our high-paid employees.
Yes, right. Snohomish in front court. They find Smith down low, double team, back up top. Bundered in, fires again. A little bit too much on that one. Comes off the rim, and Shorewood has a chance to shrink the deficit some here now. Second quarter action on STSPN.com. Final regular season game of the year for these two teams. Perfect shot. Finding Santos was Osborne. Santos has hit 2 3-pointers here in the second quarter, and it closes the Snohomish lead to 26-21. This is a 5-0 run for Shorewood, and don't count them out yet. That's why we play 4 quarters. Panthers a little sloppy on the ball handling there, and then the shot way off the mark. Rebound down low underneath. Right there. Calvin on the spot. McDaniel puts it in off the glass, and back to a 7-point Panthers lead here. Yeah. Well, you know, longtime sponsor, we got to make sure we have our A game in place, especially since they're sitting here in the gym and they could pull the plug. In theory. He's not paying. He doesn't know. He's watching the game. He doesn't know what we're doing over here. You know that. And a foul will be called against the Panthers. That is going to go against McDaniel, so he will have 2 now. 4th team foul. Todd, they're even at 4, and Shorewood will inbound on the right side. 3 ones across with 1:11 to go. Second quarter. STSPN.com. So I understand you're going to be taking some pictures for part of the game down there as part of the coverage on the Snohomish Times.
Well,
which you can plug right now. I've given you the window.
That's true, except for the fact that it's for our competitor.
Oh.
Which I can plug.
So you're freelancing. Really, who are you doing it for then?
The Snohomish Tribune.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
do a little moonlighting for them.
Yeah, if I'm already going to be here, sometimes.
Well, that's just teamwork. All right, we have a missed shot, rebound, last touch by Shorewood. Well, and that's the other thing, too. We talk about teamwork, and we'll have that in play as we hit the playoffs, so hit the postseason, because there's a lot that we do with Fox Sports 1380, FM 95.3, vice versa. We all hook up together, and it's a lot of fun.
It is.
Turnaround jumper, perfect by Bonnerden. He now has 8 in the quarter, 12 in the game. The leading scorer is Colton Smith with 13, as those two are going back and forth. Smith gets the rebound, an 11-point lead for the Panthers as they crank it up on a 6-0 run. And they'll play for, I think, going to try for one shot, but coming up there with other ideas is Skylar Hammer. Oh, you know what? I think they put an extra basket up there, so it's actually 30-21. They have a 4-0 lead. They put too many up there. All right. Again, the Panthers will try for one shot. I looked at that one. How'd they get an 11-point lead so quick?
Yeah, I saw it was taking some off.
Handling the basketball is Barcasell. Oh, there's the steal. That guy was determined, Hammer, to get the ball. Drives to the basket, connects on the shot, and one. Hammer's had a good quarter. He's got 7 points, 3 field goals.
He was not going to have them just stalling with that ball over
there.
No. He's like,
you got to give him a lot of credit. Hammer is a junior. He came off the bench in this game, so he's a guy that they've got some future with for next year. And that's the thing, is he misses the foul shot. Goes out of bounds, last touch by Shorewood. Through natural wow, is there a foul away from there? Maybe a warning. I think they're
not happy about something.
Well, I think what he called was a whistle. I think he called a delay a game against Skylar Hammer. That's what I would surmise.
That three-pointer?
Yeah, just the way he kind of went about things there. Three-pointer from Colton Smith off the backside of the rim and straight out. And a 7-point lead for the Panthers at halftime. That's where we are, 30-23. And we are STSPN.com, your home for high school coverage worldwide. I'm Mark Aucutt with Todd Elbig. We'll be back with more Western Conference boys basketball in the season finale. Shorewood and Snohomish from Snohomish. Stay with us.
We're all frustrated with the high cost of heating and cooling our homes. At GNS, we are completely changing the way you keep your home comfortable. Our Mitsubishi electric cooling and heating system allows you to control the temperature in each room separately, all of which can be controlled from your smartphone or tablet. And because we are the mini split experts here in Washington, we can design a perfect system for you, one that will save you a lot of money on your utility bill. Call GNS Heating, Cooling, and Electrical today or visit us at gsheating.com.
Did you know that Speedway Chevrolet is part of the Lee Johnson Auto family? That means 84 years of serving you the LJ way. Need a truck? We have the perfect truck to fit your needs. Half tons, 1 ton, 2-wheel drives, and 4-wheel drives. Our finance specialists are here to help you, whether you have good credit or bad credit. We're just off Highway 522 at West Main Street in Monroe.
Lee Johnson Auto Family, the LJ way.
And here we are at Snohomish High School. The band has decided after playing very well at halftime, they're going to take a well-deserved break as you see some of them scooting across. And it is the start of the second half. Snohomish leading 30-23. Again, if you're just tuning in, or I'll restate that neither of these teams are going to the postseason. They're just playing for pride out there. And I think for the first half, we had a pretty darn entertaining first half, don't you think, Todd? With a 7-point Snohomish lead and some back-and-forth action out there.
Absolutely.
Now there's Colton Smith. Now he gets the start in the second half because they started all the seniors in the first half. He had an outstanding first half with 13 points, 11 in the second quarter, and that included 3 3-pointers. He definitely has excellent outside range. Right there is a nice open shot. Not able to capitalize on it. We have
he has
a held
to measure
ball.
it because they're on the other side now, so he's measuring for the.
Yeah, he's measuring over and see if it's the same distance over on this end as it was on the other end, and he has confirmed it is. So Snohomish, and that would, of course, be Barkasel. Beautiful shot. Nice touch. Bonnerden now with 14 points. He takes the team lead in scoring in this one. He leads the team actually during the season at 17 points a game, just a nose ahead of Colton Smith. Bonnerden is a senior, Smith a junior.
I think
and Snohomish up by 9.
I think the entire sixth grade team just came in.
Yeah, for into the gym.
Yeah,
exactly. I'm looking around. Oh, there they are. Okay.
The whole bleachers was shaking.
Sean Santos. Pretty drive into the lane and a soft touch off the left hand into the basket. And Shorewood stays in there. Santos had 8 points in the first half. Skyward Hammer had 7, all in the second quarter for Shorewood. 3 points for Aish Almuti. Snohomish moving the ball, gets it back up top. And Shorewood will end up with the rebound. Spencer Osborne with 2 points in the second quarter. Richie Ordonia with 3 points. Shorewood was 2 for 5 from the foul line in that first half. 1 for 2 in the first quarter, 1 for 3 in the second quarter. Snohomish with the steal. And that one is going to go out of bounds. A little bit too far ahead. I think the officials want to talk things over. That could be a possibility that Shorewood touched it last.
Oh, we got to give a shout out.
Are we going to? Yeah, they're indicating that it was touched by Shorewood. All right, once again, Todd, go ahead. Going to give a shout out.
I love to do this because people tell me when they're out of state. And Jeff Matson, an official, he's watching this game from Miami, Florida.
Wow. Now, Jeff's up in this area, isn't he?
He is.
I recognize that name. Hello, Jeff Matson.
I think he must be, using that official salary to be able to go hang out in
Now,
Miami.
don't start anything, because then he'll be under investigation by the time he gets back and go, wait a minute, I was just going down there either for vacation or fun or both, or business. And
to be an official, you got to love it because it's just the parents punish you, the players punish you, it's.
So we have a foul called against Snohomish. That's against Colton Smith, his first team foul. Each team with 5 team fouls in the first half. Underneath, count that basket. Excellent dish by Abdel Fattah to Ordonia. And Ordonia gets the basket. He's got a chance for a 3-point play. He is 1 for 2 from the line. This foul is going to go against Calvin Van McDaniel, his third. Second team foul with 5:37 left, third quarter. And Snohomish just by 5 right now. Stays at 5. Colton Smith, rebound. He's got an average of 9 of those per game. In front court now, Barkasel, the senior. Shot off. Good unselfish play, but there's a 3 in the key call against Snohomish that'll give it back to Shorewood. And
you can't do that.
Yeah, this game has gotten close all of a sudden. 32-27, and it's not like Snohomish was running away with it. They've had it up to an 11-point lead. 32-21, but
no, that 32 wasn't.
That's right. It's been the biggest lead has been 10 points, 26-16. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Snohomish ball. Back into the game for Snohomish. Carter Sparks, a senior who started. Get out there and give Snohomish a bit of a different look. Coming up on 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. And the third quarter brought to you by our great friend, Sally Petty, the Sally Petty American Family Insurance Agency in Monroe, a sponsor since 2015.
You know, she takes really good care of me and all, but I got to tell you, I hate insurance.
Oh.
I hate paying insurance.
You
got to have it.
With the basket.
And somebody like her, she really takes care of you, and that's where I would go. But, you know,
where
let's
you
be
do
honest.
go, right? That is Bunnerton with the shot and basket for 16 points in the game off the assist from Barkasel. 34-27, Snohomish up by 7. Now, why is it you don't like insurance? It's so important to have, and we stress it. 3-point basket by Santos.
Well, no,
He
you got to have it.
3 of them in the game and a total of 13 points.
And I want to pay it to somebody that is going to take really good care of me. That's
Which would
the
be
thing.
Sally.
It would be Sally. I'm
Yeah.
just saying in general.
Well, she makes it enjoyable for you.
Well, no, yeah.
As much as insurance can be enjoyable, but
well,
it is
I don't have
enjoyable.
to. I don't have to use it, and so I'm paying
Good.
this for how many years now? And
Don't jinx yourself.
oh, that's right. That's
Don't
right.
jinx yourself.
That's right. Well, I got it anyway. So
Good.
if something happens,
Well, I think as much as anything, as we once again recognize our sponsor, American Family Insurance Agent Sally Petty in Monroe, it gives you peace of mind,
yeah, that's right.
and you can't put a price on that.
Well, she wouldn't like it when I.
Driving to the basket and putting it in with the left hand, Carter Sparks.
So one of my own little things. I've had business insurance through her too, and so somebody will say, "Well, listen, all your equipment's right there," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's insured."
Yeah, it's good.
I'm
Don't
sure she
mess
doesn't
with
like
it.
that.
Yeah, filing claims and that kind of stuff. But no, really, it's great that we have her with us and sponsoring the third
Absolutely.
quarter. Three-pointer comes off the basket. And we have a wrestle and battle for the rebound. Right there is Abdel Fattah. I think Abdel Fattah's got in the action there, and there's another player that they're trying to decide how they're going to ring this one up as far as who's getting called. And I think it was a Snohomish foul, as it turns out. It's Colton Smith. Yeah, it should be against Snohomish because Abdel Fattah got grabbed in there. So Colton Smith is called for the foul. And for Smith, that is 3 of them. And worth noting, because he's definitely been a big factor in this game. Didn't start because he's a junior and it's senior night, but he's come out there and scored 13 points, but none so far here in the third quarter. Just off the mark. Abdel Fattah gets the rebound. He goes with the pass to Hammer. Hammer cannot put the hammer down for the basket. Inside, count that one. And a great pass to find him as Bonnerton gets the hoop. And 1. Gives Snohomish an 8-point lead and a chance for more. He has not been to the foul line yet, has 18 points in the game, leads all scorers. Again, this is STSPN.com, coverage at Snohomish High School. And Bonnerton connects on the foul shot. Give him 19 now. There's a guy that we'd like to talk to after the game if this keeps up.
That's what I'm talking about. That's really good ball handling too.
I was going to go over earlier, and then the play got going, of where these teams average, or what they average for the year. In Wesco play, Shorewood has averaged 47.5 points a game in scoring. They've averaged given up 68.9, which is a differential of minus 21.4. Overall, averaging scoring a little bit better, 51.3, and giving up 69.9 for minus 18.6. For Snohomish and Wesco, average scoring just 47 points a game and giving up 65.5, minus 18.5 as Shorewood has one come off the iron. They keep it alive. Oh, tough break right there. Couple of cracks at it for Ordonia, and finally a foul.
Tell you, if you get that many shots at it, you got to put them down.
Snohomish in arrears, minus 18.5 in Wesco. A little bit better in the differential in overall play, is averaging 50.1 and giving up 61.9 for a difference of minus 11.8. But both of these teams not scoring near what their opponents have scored for the games. Shorewood, excellent drive. Skylar Hammer, his first 2 points of the third, and he has 11 in the game.
So Jeff Matson just texted back and said, listen, don't be mentioning the official money thing.
That's what I told you.
No, he said, "Ha ha, I'm watching."
Carter Sparks. we have some of the, and honestly, I get to see different districts and with the state and stuff like that. Inside they go. Abdel Fattah finding Hammer inside. Gets another couple, and it's just a 4-point Snohomish lead. Shorewood cutting this one in half from when it was 38-30. It's now 38-34. Spencer Osborne will return to the lineup for Abdel Fattah. Give him a rest. And the foul called, just double checking here, that's going to go against Barkasel. His fourth team foul. Colton Smith, tough lucker. Still hasn't scored here in the third quarter. Out of bounds, Panthers ball.
Ooh, that was just.
We have a 30-second timeout. We'll take it. 1:14 left to go, third quarter here at Snohomish High School, and the Panthers lead Shorewood 38-34 on STSPN.com.
Did you know that Speedway Chevrolet is part of the Lee Johnson Auto family? That means 84 years of serving you the LJ way. Need a truck? We have the perfect truck to fit your needs. Half tons, 1 ton, 2-wheel drives, and 4-wheel drives. Our finance specialists are here to help you, whether you have good credit or bad credit. We're just off Highway 522 at West Main Street in Monroe.
Lee Johnson Auto Family, the LJ way.
We welcome you back live to Snohomish High School. Panthers with the ball. They lead by 4 points. Colton Smith can't get that one to fall either. Bringing it down, Sean Santos. And Shorewood with a chance to really close the gap here with 1 minute to go in the third quarter. Santos trying to set the right play in motion as Hammer pops out. Now they find Ardonia. He can't connect. Panthers strong under the boards there and end up with the basketball. And my guess is they will take a little time here and work for a shot to kind of wind the clock down. Lots of time on the shot clock at 22 seconds. Oh, excellent. Coming through there that time was Santos, but he put a little too much pressure on the ball as it goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Snohomish ball. 17 on the shot clock. There's Colton Smith, double teamed right off. He put the shot up. You could see he was hacked, and he should definitely have 2 shots heading to the foul line. Foul is going to go against Spencer Osborne, his first. Just the first team foul against Shorewood here in the third quarter. At the line and making the first shot is Colton Smith. First time to the foul line. He's got 14 points in the game. In for Snohomish is senior Chase Taylor, who will replace fellow senior Luis Barcasel. Wyatt Wilson taking his warm-up top off, and he's getting ready to come in. He is going to replace Colton Smith, who has 3 fouls. Smith able to make both of those shots and now has 15 points. They needed those 2. Shorewood will have the basketball and most likely play for the 1 shot. Shot clock is dead, 20 on the quarter clock. Spencer Osborne, now they find Hammer. Hammer takes it in, fails on the shot. We got a grab, and going for the rebound, Wyatt Wilson, as well as a Shorewood player, Jackson Gagliardi. 8.1 on the clock. Snohomish is going to sub in. Colton Smith and also Luis Barcasel is in. These guys trying to figure out how they're going to call this one. The referees are Steve Allison, JT Davies, and Ryan Taylor. And also a special hello to Debbie Larson, my significant other, viewing in the Magnolia area. Up on the Magnolia.
She's probably out on the deck there in the Aucutt hot tub. You got.
Well, that's a nice addition, except the deck might collapse on the third level of the condo. So we got to watch that. But I like
thought you were in the high rise.
I like the idea. Okay, so they finally decide the foul was on Skylar Hammer, his third team foul. Look at this pick. There's Hammer. Pick and 2. He now has 15 points. That is the end of the quarter. And I want to make sure they have the point total right up there. That basket should count. They only have 34 for Shorewood. They already had 34. They should have 36 up there. Should be 40-36. We'll take a timeout, come back with the fourth quarter right here. Now they have it up on STSPN.com and Western Conference Boys Basketball. And a special thanks to our sponsor, and for the fourth quarter, IRG, Murphy's Corner Physical Therapy, right there in Mill Creek, a new sponsor this year, and we are certainly happy to have them on board. At IRG, we assess the unique aspects of a patient's condition and develop a recovery plan tailored to his or her specific needs. Our rehabilitative experts use a variety of physical therapy techniques in a friendly, supportive atmosphere. That is IRG. Location right there in Mill Creek and throughout Snohomish County. They do a great job. 40-36, we go now to the fourth quarter. Snohomish is up by just 4 points. They've led this one by as much as 10 points, and Shorewood has the ball. Snohomish only scored 10 points in that quarter. They were outscored 13-10 for Shorewood to close the gap. Panthers led 30-23 at halftime. Senior night at Snohomish, last game of the regular season for these teams, last game of the season for these teams. Because of where they are in the standings, they are not moving on to the postseason. And boy, we got some great games taking place tonight for those teams at the top of Wesco 3A. Spin move. Right there is Hammer. He's got 17 points, 8 in the second half. And a good pass to find him by Santos, also having a good game. So it's a 2-point contest. Ball out of bounds. And Todd, as we set the stage early on in the pregame, this one has lived right up to it from a competitive standpoint.
Absolutely.
This is a good game.
I think these guys have as much to prove to each other as anybody else.
Mm-hmm. Snohomish in between the circles with 15 on the shot clock. Remember, in boys basketball, it's 35 seconds. For girls, it is 30 seconds, same as at the college level. Foul goes against Shorewood's number 24 out there, Richie Ordonia. That's his third foul, fourth team foul.
Boy, there are some good games out
coming
there
through with the basket. And he's having a big night. Had 7 last quarter and now has a total of 21 in the game. He's the leading scorer for both teams. That one rims out. He was wide open out there. That was Spencer Osborne. 2 points in the second quarter. Snohomish with the 4-point lead. Less than 7 to go in the fourth quarter. Lots of game left here. You look at those teams at the top of Wesco 3A. Mount Lake Terrace, Marysville Pilchuck, and Shorecrest, Todd, all tied at 10-1 after Shorecrest lost the other night. Bingo. How about that? Jacob Brandvold, his first points of the game, could not come at a better time. It gives Snohomish a 7-point lead. Then you have Stanwood at 9-2, Arlington 7-4, Edmonds Woodway 6-5, Meadowdale 5-6, Everett 5-7, Marysville Getchell 4-7, Linwood 3-8, Snohomish 2-9, Oak Harbor 1-10, and Shorewood 0-11. Foul goes against Snohomish's number 4 on him. Fourth team foul. Boy, I thought that might find a home in there. Shorewood ends up with it. Time will start to become more and more of a factor here as we're 2 minutes in to the fourth quarter at the 6-minute mark to go. Team foul-wise, Snohomish has 5 and Shorewood has 4.
So as far as the play-in games go, that's February 8th, and that's number 6, number 7, number 8, and number 9. They have to play each other and figure out who's going to play in.
So that gets things going. There's a lot of action on February 8th. Lots of games going on that night. And the foul with shots coming for Shorewood. The foul is going to go against McDaniel. That's his 4th foul. Team foul number 6. At the foul line with 2 shots will be Skylar Hammer. He is 1 for 2 from the line so far, but overall 17 now, 18 points.
So as of tonight, that would be Edmonds Woodway versus Marysville Getchell and Meadowdale versus Everett.
Next
as
shot,
of tonight.
right there. And a timeout has been called. Full timeout called by Shorewood. They trail by 5 points, and a really good one tonight here at Snohomish on senior night. 5:39 left to go in the fourth quarter. The Panthers by 5 on STSPN.com, Western Conference Basketball.
When you shop at Ace Hardware in Lake Stevens, you not only find what you need, we make sure you get the help you need too. Hi, this is Gray Eaglestead, and I own Lake Stevens Ace Hardware with my wife Christine.
We'll greet you at the door and answer any questions you have about what you need. We're all about serving our customers and our community.
We support local high school sports and many other Lake Stevens organizations and events throughout the year.
So the next time you need something for that job around the house and a little friendly advice, come see us.
Ace Hardware in Lake Stevens, we are the helpful hardware folks.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware folks.
Welcome back here. 5:39 left to go in the fourth quarter. And again, a thank you to Ace Hardware of Lake Stevens, longtime sponsor.
You know, as long as we got just a second.
Yes, please.
If your business needs to get some really good exposure, we could use the help for the playoffs.
Oh, yeah. Come our way if you want to advertise. We got a nice core group, but we can always add more here on STSPN.com. And Todd, how do they get a hold of you for if they want to do some advertising? How would they get a hold of you?
Sports@STSPN.com.
Sports@STSPN.com. Again, that's sports@STSPN.com. Let's see you hop on board. We really love that support, and it's great for the communities too, and it will drive business into your business. Rims out. Again, Shorewood is not out of this one, not by any stretch of the imagination. They come into front court down by 5 points. Ooh, near foul. He found the seam. That is Hammer again. This guy has had a tremendous game. Now 21 points, and he didn't score any in the first quarter. Didn't start for some reason, and it really has shown what he can do. Averages 12 points per game. That foul is going to be against Hammer now. His 3rd foul, 5th team foul. Snohomish with the basketball. And Todd, right here in a close game, every possession is so important.
Yeah, you have to make some good decisions here.
Oh, there he is on the left side, but off the mark. That was a wide open shot for Colton Smith. Usually he's spot on with those. He has hit 3 3-pointers in the game, but has not connected on one since the second quarter. I think he's missed about 3 in a row since that time.
I see the STSPN photographer down there had to get the wayward ball.
Oh, yeah. So your daughter Sarah down there, now she's shooting this for the Snohomish Tribune. You stayed up in the
I did stay up
here.
I did stay up here. We're grabbing some extra shots here. She's been a photographer for quite a while, so.
Snohomish misses, and Shorewood with the basketball. Lots of time on the shot clock, and see if they go down inside, if they can work it around to try to get Ordonia back in there. On the move, driving to the basket is for Shorewood is Jackson Gillardi. Count that one, and
They're going to
Snohomish
talk
calls
about
a
it.
timeout. It's a 1-point lead for the Snohomish Panthers. and a 6-0 run for the Shorewood Thunderbirds with 4:01 left to go in the fourth quarter. 30-second timeout called by Snohomish. We'll take a break and be right back. We are live here at Snohomish High School. 45-44 is our score. Fourth quarter action on STSPN.com. Snohomish just taking the timeout and a 1-point lead. They've led by as much as 10 points at 26-16, and right now it's just a 45-44. But wait, there's a three-pointer from Cameron Bonnerden. He has had a tremendous game himself. 5 points in the quarter. And he has a total of 24, leads all scorers. They get a little bit more room at 48-44. And good double team over there trapping him. Sky-high shot. Santos, fourth three-pointer in the game. He's got 16 points. And this has definitely turned into a really good one. Continuously throughout the game, now it's a barn burner.
Definitely a good horse race.
Yes, we've officially reclassified it as a barn-burning horse race. And there's Colton Smith over on the side, doesn't get it again. Well, if he'd have hit a couple of those shots, at least Snohomish probably be up by 6 or 7 right now. It's out of bounds, exactly 3 minutes to go, fourth quarter. And a timeout has been called by Shorewood, a 30-second timeout. We'll be back with more. Snohomish leading 48-47. 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter on STSPN.com.
We are all frustrated with the high cost of heating and cooling our homes. At GNS, we are completely changing the way you keep your home comfortable. Our Mitsubishi electric cooling and heating system allows you to control the temperature in each room separately, all of which can be controlled from your smartphone or tablet. And because we are the mini split experts here in Washington, we can design a perfect system for you, one that will save you a lot of money on your utility bill. Call GNS Heating, Cooling, and Electrical today or visit us at gsheating.com.
Thanks to another one of our excellent sponsors. That would be GNS Heating, Cooling, and Electrical. As you saw their ad right there. Panthers with the ball. He was open for a split second. That's all he needed. Bonnerden coming through again. He has 4 three-pointers in the game, his second of the quarter. He also had a couple in the second quarter. And they're exchanging three-pointers out there right now. Back to a 4-point Panthers lead. This has a playoff atmosphere in here.
Absolutely.
Neither of these teams advanced to the postseason, but you wouldn't know it. That's the beauty of this level and the college level. Great intensity.
Well, you can't judge how full the gym is by the other side because the other side's the band and the kids.
Right. On this side, it's pretty jammed
full.
up.
Yeah.
Including the great amount of space we take up.
Well,
I said we.
I told you, don't be laughing at me now because I do.
You've been working on that a little bit. It was that New Year's resolution.
Yeah, that's
very
right.
good.
Oh,
and a three-pointer
down
again by Bonnerden. He is just on fire. 11 points in the quarter, 30 big ones in the game. 54-47. Less than 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, and Snohomish has opened up a 7-point lead. Well, those are money shots. That's not a money shot. Bringing it down is Colton Smith. So Smith has cooled down here in the second half, but picking up the slack is Cameron Bonnerden. And Snohomish calls a full timeout. 54-47, 129 left to go fourth quarter. Action on STSPN.com. Mark Aucutt, Todd Elvig, Snohomish County Western Conference basketball. We are back live here at Snohomish High School, and the Panthers lead 54-47. Shorewood taking a full timeout, and Snohomish has the basketball. Shorewood trying to set up defensively to do something to curb what Snohomish has been doing, but really no matter what they've thrown at the Panthers, Snohomish has been hitting some big three balls, and a foul will be called against Shorewood's Nassim Abrus. His first, he just came into the game. We haven't seen him before.
Yeah,
that's their seventh team foul. Colton Smith will be at the line. So you got the 1-and-1 situation. Back in is Skylar Hammer. He replaces Bruce, who was just out there briefly. Hammer's playing with 3 fouls. And that shot is good, so he'll get another one. Smith with his first point of the quarter. His only points in the half have come from the foul line. He has 16, which is right about at his average. And here's the next one.
I don't have a shirt, but you're
excellent form and right down the chute. Snohomish up to a 9-point lead, 3-possession game. Their biggest lead has been 10 points. Count that basket for Hammer. He now has 8 in the quarter, 23 in the game, and he'll have a chance to make it a 3-point play. Yeah, you don't see Shorewood sneaking away. They've been penetrating really well throughout this game. That shot is good. Hammer now 4 for 5 from the foul line. 56-50 to score. Some pressure defense in backcourt to try to force Snohomish into some trouble there, and we do have a grab in backcourt. It'll be 1-and-1 again because they're at the bonus. Snohomish also now in the bonus. They've got 7 team fouls.
Well, they don't want to let them stall. That's what Shorewood is going to,
Santos called for his second foul, again, 8th team foul. And Bunnerton at the foul line. 5 3-pointers in the game, multitude of 2-pointers, and 1 for 1 from the foul line. 2 for 2. Can he go 3 for 3 and take it up to 32 points?
So who would you suggest now at this point if it was to end right this second?
As player of the game?
Yeah.
Him. He misses the foul shot. Thanks for jinxing him, by the way. And no, I guess I did. No, I didn't say he was. Yeah, I guess I did. He's 2 for 3 now from the line. Underneath, making the basket is Santos. And he has 18 points, but 57-52. Still not insurmountable for Shorewood to come back. They call a timeout. 1:01 left to go, fourth quarter. Keep it right here on STSPN.com. One never knows what can happen the rest of the way. Great ball game.
Your dreams evolve, and with committed support, they thrive.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 1:01 to go, fourth quarter. Snohomish by 5, and right there on the inbound, Shorewood, again, trying to prevent any stall and try to get the ball back, commits a quick foul. And Jackson Gagliardi just with his second foul in the game. No, they're going to say Gagliardi. They finally switch it over. 9th team foul. 1-and-1 for Bonnerton. And he's definitely a leading candidate for player of the game. These are big shots right here. 1 minute exactly. They only ticked 1 second off the clock on that last one. There it is. In the quarter, he has 13 points and 32 in the game. Game high. So 32 of 58. Makes the second one. Make it 33. And another timeout has been called. This is a full timeout for Snohomish. And we'll keep it going to a commercial right here. 59-52, Panthers by 7 on STSPN.com.
We are all frustrated with the high cost of heating and cooling our homes. At GNS, we are completely changing the way you keep your home comfortable. Our Mitsubishi electric cooling and heating system allows you to control the temperature in each room separately, all of which can be controlled from your smartphone or tablet. And because we are the mini split experts here in Washington, we can design a perfect system for you, one that will save you a lot of money on your utility bill. Call GNS Heating, Cooling, and Electrical today or visit us at gsheating.com.
That was beautiful. Basically, yeah, it's great.
And a special thank you to Fred's Rivertown Ale House, the sponsor from the beginning back in 2010. 1 minute to go. Snohomish leading 59-52. Shorewood still battling for their first conference victory. They come in at 0-11, Panthers 2-9, and they want to end it on a good note. Shorewood needs to really make it happen quick right here. Other big games tonight. It is Stanwood at Shorecrest. Rimming out, we got another whistle. And Mount Lake Terrace at Marysville Pilchuck. Three of those teams at 10-1. Marysville Pilchuck, Mount Lake Terrace, and Shorecrest as they jockey for playoff position.
Do they jockey? Because there's a barn-burning horse race?
Barn-burning
so
horse
they
race.
got jockeys.
Very good grasp of the comment from earlier in the quarter. The foul this time is going to go against Barnard in his first. Team foul number 8. And at the line with 1-1, missing on the front end. He won't get a second one as Gagliardi. Another foul, this time called against Shorewood. And the foul is going to be against Spencer Osborne, his second. Team foul number 10. So that means 2 shots. And Mr. Steady is at the foul line, Colton Smith. 17 points in the game, 4 for 4 from the foul line. And here's a really good opportunity for Snohomish to build a near insurmountable lead right here. Hits the first one. Excellent job from the line for him. Snohomish subbing in some guys. And now, Todd, you hit this next foul shot, and that really makes it a full-bore 9.3 possession lead. That's tough to come back from with 41 seconds to go. Smith waiting as the substitutions are made, trying to go 6 for 6. Whoops. Doesn't get it. Still, an 8-point lead. Shorewood racing into front court. Time ticking down. That's a big miss right there. Smith gets the rebound. We're going to have a foul here. No, he's going to get ahead into front court. Snohomish underneath. Barnard in. Oh, yeah, no problem. This one's over. And we're going to have him up here as player of the game. There's a big shot on the left side. No good. And the Snohomish scoreboard is that happening for you too? You've got it, 62-52. The lights have gone kind of wacky up there, so it's 62-52. A 10-point lead, and Snohomish will win out, winning their final game of the season, snapping a 5-game losing streak for Shorewood. Their losing streak to close out the season is 12 games. Their only win, non-league, against Auburn Mountain View on Thursday, December 21st, 73-67. But I'll tell you what, these guys gave Snohomish a great game out here tonight.
It was really a good game.
It really was. This was highly entertaining for us to announce, too. Unfortunately, Shorewood wraps up the regular season in Wesco at 0-12 and 1-19. But with some talent that we saw out there on the court tonight, look for them to be definitely even improved, more improved next year. Snohomish improves to 3-9 to close out the regular season in Wesco. 6-14 overall. Obviously not a season they had hoped for, but still showing a good finish at the end here on senior night. And we're going to talk to Cameron Bonarden, who had an incredible night. The first quarter he had 4 points. Second quarter he had 8 points to take him to 12. Third quarter he had 7 points to take his total up to 19. fourth quarter, which I literally have to add in my head right here, as he had 16 points, 35 points. Wow. Now, make sure I'm getting your name right. Connor Bonardin, is that right? Cameron, not Connor.
Bonardin.
Cameron, Bonardin, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Bonardin. Okay, so 35 points for you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Excellent job as the Panthers really had to fight off Shorewood this whole game.
Yep.
I mean, they were not going to go easy, and you guys definitely wanted, I'm sure, win on your home court senior night.
Yeah, of course. They didn't want to go away, and we just wanted to keep coming back. We really wanted to win this game.
So your shooting in that fourth quarter was just outstanding. You had a total of 5 3-pointers in the game. Were you just feeling it tonight?
Yeah, I really wanted to win, and I had to do what I needed to win, you know.
Yeah, and a senior night for you, so this wraps it up. You ended on an incredible note. So 62 points for the Panthers, and you scored 35 of them. This is a career high for you?
Yeah, my career high before was 33. So, yeah.
Oh, you just got past it. So,
yep.
Again, and Colton Smith, who hit some big shots usually for you guys, he had 3 3-pointers in the second quarter.
Yeah.
But his shot went cold in the third and fourth quarters. You really stepped it up and took advantage of just nailing those.
Yeah, he's normally consistent, but he wasn't hitting them tonight, so we had to step up somehow.
Mark of a good team right there. And what are your thoughts as this wraps up for you tonight?
I'm just glad that we could get some wins this season, and I had a lot of fun, and I'm just glad that we ended on the W.
And you play any spring sports?
Nope, I just play football and basketball.
Okay, well that's still great right
Yeah.
there. Position, I know I've seen, but position for football, tight end?
I played defensive line and tight end, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
So in this fabulous school, I see you have family members around, and of course this will be on STSPN.com, and you can rewatch it here, but I know that you got to be happy and they're proud of you here.
Yeah, of course.
They're waiting for him to hold up the T-shirt, which I have to bring it over here tomorrow because we're out.
We'll get you a Player of the Game T-shirt sponsored by Speedway Chevrolet, and they're in Monroe, our sponsor of Player of the Game. So you get one of those real nice T-shirts.
Sweet.
As that will be coming up for you. And then what about as far as future plans? Where you're going to go?
Hopefully, I'd like to play basketball somewhere, but so far I haven't had any opportunities. I'm just looking for any opportunity I can get.
Well, we hope that goes really well for you.
Yeah.
And we'll get that. Bonardin, 6'3", forward.
Yep.
Somebody, and with the way you can score and just your overall play, somebody's going to be able to find a spot for you.
Yeah, I really hope so.
Think so, definitely.
Yeah.
What about education-wise? What interests you?
I'm hopefully going into the business field, this business side of something. I just I like talking to people and making a cool environment for people. So
get him on board selling for you.
Yes, that's right. I mean, we got spots open right here.
Yeah.
What the hell?
All right, Cameron. Thank you so much for the great job out there. If I called you a couple times, I don't know why, but Cameron Bonardin coming through with the big game tonight, and we appreciate you coming on and talking to us.
Yeah, thank you.
Check the school office before close of business tomorrow. I'll have it over here. I'll try and get them to call you down so I can get your picture with it.
Perfect.
But other than that, it's coming.
Perfect. Thank you.
End of the season.
Yeah, I understand. Totally.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Have a great night. Our final score is Snohomish 62 and Shorewood 52. For Todd Elbig, Sarah Elbig, Mark Aucutt saying, winning is for tonight, sportsmanship for a lifetime. Take care and have a good evening, everyone.
Perfect.
Yeah.